You're not gonna believe that these ridiculous inventions exist, but they do.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
Thank you sincerely for making Good Mythical Morning a part of your daily routine, along with a balanced breakfast.
Even if it's not breakfast time, it's mythical breakfast for your mind, for your soul.
And a kiss from a loved one.
And a kiss from a loved one.
Okay, people are inventing things all the time, right? And it's just human nature that they're gonna do some stupid stuff. I mean, what I have found is that when people start inventing things, they get things wrong in a hilariously bad fashion. So what I've done is I've
being smart is not a prerequisite to invent something.
No, you just gotta invent something. It can happen right now. I just invented something. I'll tell you about it
and
later.
Stupid ideas sometimes make a lot of money.
They do. These, I don't believe, made much money. But what I've done, we've gone through the past about 100 years, the past century.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go in chronological order, going back to 1910, starting with—
These are real.
These are real. The parachute jacket. I've got pictures for all of them. Okay, so this thing was invented by Franz Reichelt in 1910. Now this is a jacket, a suit basically, that an aviator, that's someone who flies a plane, was supposed to wear, and you could just jump out of the plane and spread your arms and it would turn into a parachute and you would live.
It seems like that was just waiting to be invented.
Now, believe it or not, this dude, in order to prove its efficacy, jumped off of the first deck of the Eiffel Tower in 1910, and there's a YouTube video of it. No sound, because it was silent. This is Franz testing out, this is for real.
Oh.
He died. Okay. I mean, that was the dude actually jumping off in the parachute jacket. So the parachute jacket.
Oh my goodness.
And then they like show in the video, like carrying him away and stuff. Anyway, not a good idea, Franz.
Was that his YouTube channel?
Yeah, I believe the first YouTube channel ever. Okay.
That's sad.
Moving along to 1922.
He believed in it.
This is absolutely amazing. The baby cage. This thing was designed for parents who live in confined spaces like apartments to be able to put their child outside. And so it's a cage.
No.
Right here. I got pictures of it right here. It's a cage that is suspended out over the street.
It looks like an air conditioning unit, but instead it's a cage with a baby in it.
Yeah, it's not an AC unit powered by a baby. It is a baby cage that is suspended out over the street.
They look so happy, those babies.
I showed this to my wife and she was like, that is horrible. I was like, really? I mean, it looks secure. The kids would love it. I don't think this is that bad of an idea. Unlike 1935, the ice skating baby carrier. Now this looks like an accident waiting to happen.
Oh wow, this involves some coordination, I think.
So
between parents.
I mean, think about how easily this baby could be slammed onto the ice.
I wanna go left, Marie. I wanna go right, Tim.
Or how about, yeah, when you run into someone else and the baby takes the brunt of the impact.
Well, that could happen too.
Okay.
Now, if they skated apart, would that pull the carrier apart or would that pull the baby apart?
It pulls the baby up. The baby goes whoop.
It's like a slingshot.
And then down.
So it's a baby slingshot.
I don't think it's elastic.
I think it's stupid.
Okay, well how about this? In 1938, speaking of stupid, they came out with the Firebox. This was a device that they put on fire alarms that when you pulled the fire alarm, it would grab your wrist and hold you there until the police arrived. To prevent false alarms or pranksters.
I think that would be effective at that. I mean, if that's where your priority is, then this is effective.
It might also be effective in preventing all pulling of fire alarms.
That's what I'm saying.
All pulling.
That's true.
Look at her, she's happy.
Why? Because you might get burned up, is that what you're saying?
Are you just getting that now?
No.
Okay, 1950. What better way to bring two people together than simultaneously sucking on the same cigarette? They legitimately
I've thought this for years.
This thing that you and your honey could look, you could hold hands and you could smoke the same cigarette at the same time.
Think about how many babies wouldn't exist if this device didn't exist.
I don't think that many people ended up using this.
I mean, that's romance to the max right there.
I mean, are cigarettes really that expensive? Let's just smoke our own. You know, it's like.
It's about the romance of it, dude. It's about the intimacy.
1962, invented by M.W. Hulton, sea shoes. This is pretty simple. I mean, you've got floating shoes. He thought that you could cross bodies of water, maybe the ocean. Now.
Well, he's a businessman on a small pontoon boat.
Yeah. Now, I'm not making this up. As a child, I invented this in my mind. Now, independently, I don't think it's that great of an idea. I think the fact that I invented it as a child, I remember sitting there in my room thinking, you know, they've got snowshoes for snow. You could have water shoes and you could walk on the water. This guy beat me to it. And apparently it was not a very good idea because no one has them.
Yeah, it's one thing to think of it. It's another thing to actually build it and have a photo of yourself with it.
1963, the Anti-Bandit Bag. Now this was a bag that was, if it was snatched from the hand of the owner, a chain released the bottom of the bag, dumping the contents on the ground.
So it would vomit.
Right, so it's just like, you know, you go up to rob somebody, and it's pretty inconvenient, you got to admit, because their stuff goes all over the ground, but the thief can only get away with what he can pick up after it falls down.
It kind of turns it into a game.
You see this guy demonstrating. He looks like the kind of guy that would be carrying around a bag.
Look at how he looks as if he's using it as a projectile weapon. Like he's holding it out.
An unbelievably large amount of things in his bag. He's got like picture frames and multiple journals. 1964, this is a great idea. The phone answering robot. This was a robot that would pick up your phone when it rang, but it would just do that, just pick up the phone. It just
like take it off the hook.
Like, so it would be like, you do this, you pick up the phone.
Ring, ring.
And then I have to go in and I have to go up to the ear of the, go up to the phone.
I love that it took the form factor of a human. It wasn't like an answering machine. It was literally an answering robot.
Right, it could have been just a lever, but he actually had eyes and everything. All right, 1970, the shower hood.
Wow, now that's a photo.
This keeps your entire head covered while showering. You've got the shower cap, but when you want to do more than just cover your hair, you want to cover your whole face. And incidentally, she's apparently washing the shower cap and the shower hood.
Well, I'm just now realizing there's something on her head.
I know what you mean. 1982, the anti-eating mask. Described simply as a face mask for preventing the introduction of substances into the mouth of the wearer.
AKA muzzle.
No, that keeps you from talking.
It just keeps you from eating. It's a Hannibal Lecter situation.
You can still talk, but you cannot eat.
Other humans.
This is like the gastric bypass surgery of 1982. A little more embarrassing. All right, and now moving
comfortable
to more modern times. Now, I put this one on the list because Time Magazine put this as the worst invention on their top 50 worst inventions of all time.
Okay.
2001, the Segway.
No!
Now, I put it on my list just because I wanted an opportunity to talk about this because me and you think the Segway is the most entertaining thing on earth.
Listen, here's the thing. Obviously, Time put this at the top of their list. That means they've never ridden a Segway.
I mean,
no one rides a Segway and calls it stupid.
Now this isn't, and we're not talking this like a really functional transportation device.
No one rides a Segway and doesn't look stupid.
Right.
But no one rides a Segway and then says this is stupid.
Yeah,
it doesn't happen.
It is the most fun you can have on two wheels.
While leaning.
With a helmet. I love it.
You don't have to ride it. You don't have to wear a helmet. They made you wear a helmet?
Yeah, every time.
No, they didn't.
You gotta have a helmet for a Segway, it's dangerous.
We didn't wear helmets.
Yes, we did.
We were on the edge,
I have pictures of us. And finally, 2010, you may have seen this one in the famous YouTube video, the hula chair. Created in 2010, cost $250. It is supposed to simulate the hula action.
Hi, I'm Erin Lee with Perfect USA.
Whoa.
And today we've brought the Hawaii chair to a very busy work in
Hawaii chair.
She's a wiggle worm, isn't she?
Look.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Great on my abs.
I can really feel this working. Hawaii chair while answering phones, using the computer,
What?
balancing books,
What?
or filing paperwork.
What?
You can hardly call this work. With the Hawaii chair, it takes the work out of your workday.
Now, this is probably a good time for
That
me to
can't be
tell you,
real.
happy early birthday. I wish I could say I got you one because I would love to work with you and do this.
What if we did the show from it? You know what time it is.
Hi there, I'm Linnea, and that's Peanut, and we're from Marquette, Michigan. It's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Don't you want the one of a kind? Well, there's actually multiple ones, but there's only one design. Good Mythical Morning mug. Go to RhettandLink.com/store and pick it up and put some stuff in it and drink it.
It's so good to drink out of this. When I look at it, I feel like I'm a part of something.
Stay tuned for Good Mythical More.
Mythical beast.
I've got one more crazy invention I want to talk to you about.
Oh snap.
Rhett auctions off Link's glasses. All right, we got a genuine pair right here. Glasses, I think they're prescription. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start the bidding at 50 cents. Do I have a bidder? Okay, all right, we're gonna go down to 45 cents. We got no takers. Okay, and I say we have 45, and then we go down to over 50. No, I'm gonna go back down to 40 because no one's giving me.
What about me?
Okay, you want to buy them? All right, okay, 25 cents, and I'll give them to you right now. The prescription. See if they work for you.
You went in my ear.
Sorry, sold to the man who had them on before I started this. I don't care about ethics. I just want to talk like an auctioneer.
What kind of ethics are involved in auctioneering? I mean, what were you trying to say?
You can ignore people.